you want us to throw some opening comments out about WSU coming up tomorrow?
Well, obviously it's a big game. You know, it's second, or I think it's the longest rivalry west of the Mississippi, and you know, we always look forward to this game, no question about it. Our basketball program, I mean, it's in a non-conference schedule. It's the biggest game on the non-conference schedule.
All right, any questions for Coach?
What can you take from those 20 minutes, those first 20 minutes of USC, and kind of carry over into the WSU game tomorrow?
Well, I mean, we obviously played pretty well the first 20 minutes. Actually, the first 30 minutes of the USC game, we just didn't find a way to finish that one. I'm not sure if we can take anything because they're two totally different teams. But what we're going to try to do is go out on what day is it? Thursday. All these games and days are running together for me. Thursday and play as hard as we possibly can against a very good WSU team.
The last year been like, you know, you've been here a long time, but you know, this is the first time that you've been able to come into this year, you know, knowing that you beat them last year.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Hopefully we can do it again. You know, we obviously got a tough order ahead of us. Washington State's a very good basketball team. Josh Hawkinson's as good as postable play this year. I mean, he can score his ball in all three areas. He's a very, very good 17-foot and in shooter. He's a very good free throw shooter. He can make a three. He causes us a lot of problems. Arabu has really, really improved his game. You know, he wasn't a great shooter last year, but this year he sure has shown that he can shoot the basketball. Q Johnson's an extremely athletic wing that's going to cause us a lot of problems. So, you know, we feel good about last year's win, but no, this team's a lot different than they were a year ago at this time.
So there's a lot of history in this game between the two teams. So adrenaline and emotions can be running high. What do you tell your players going into the matchup to kind of calm them down?
Well, I think we just got to focus in on our game plan. I don't know if you can ever calm them down. You know, I think it's one of those things that, you know, you will talk about it a little bit, but, you know, it's the reason why we play college basketball is playing a rivalry game. So, you know, I'm going to leave it on them. Handle themselves accordingly. They know. My guys know what it's like to play in this game. And a lot of them were here last year.
It's Ernie's second year on campus in Pullman. What's your relationship like with him, and is there every indication that this is going to continue to be a home and home moving forward?
I have a great relationship with Ernie as well as their assistant coaches. They run a good program and good people. Ernie stands for all the right things. I hope it continues. I've heard nothing that it wouldn't continue. So hopefully the series will continue and we'll get to play this for many more years to come.
In years past, the WSU team was under Bone that had that go-to scorer guy. Ernie kind of spreads it out with this offense. How difficult does that make them now?
It makes them really difficult. That's a good evaluation of them. They're hard to guard. They play really fast, as fast as anybody we've played all year. A lot faster than USC, and USC was pretty fast. They're hard to guard because they make you guard in space all night long. Our guys did a great job last year defensively. I think we held them to 36 and 15 or something. We're going to need that kind of effort on Thursday night.
What are you seeing out of Chad Sherwood in the last couple of games? Really struggling with the three-point shot. Is it his release? Is it getting off the screens, getting off the looks?
No, I think it's just getting comfortable and playing Division I basketball and, you know, getting himself ready to shoot, those sort of things. Chad's a very good shooter. He'll make shots for us by the end of the year, no question about it. It's his first time really being out there, you know, and there's an adjustment phase there. I mean, especially, you know, USC when you're playing those type of athletes. But he's taking good shots. You know, I thought he had two good looks at the USC game. I thought they both could have or should have gone down. So I'm not worried about Chad. He'll make his shots.
How do you prepare younger players for playing in atmospheres like USC and then rivalry games like this with WSU? Nothing
different than what we always do. You know, we talk a lot about preparing ourselves. You know, the most important people, I tell our guys this all the time, the most important people are the guys sitting in the room. And so we put more pressure on ourselves than anybody else. And so we don't really prepare any differently for a rivalry game as we do any other game.
It's been 2 years since you've obviously Idaho has hosted a home game against WSU, and it's been the aura of defending the home court. How much has it been brought up that the home court it means everything, especially in a rivalry game like this?
Defending your home court is very important, not only in non-conference season, but obviously in conference season. You always want to try to defend your home court. We've had some great games here at WSU. We just haven't came out on top. Reggie Moore hit a three-pointer at the buzzer, beat us one year. Somebody else did it another year. I mean, they've been great games, and but defending your home court is very important. Like college basketball tells you, about 85% teams win at home, and we got to defend our home court a little better than we have been.
You mentioned some of the key returners in Q and Ike and Josh. What kind of impact do you expect their new bigs, Connor and Val, to have in the paint?
They both cause a lot of problems. Connor Clifford's is a very good basketball player. He's good at Irvine. He was very good at Saddleback Junior College. He's huge, 6'10", 280. He can really score his ball close to the rim. That really helps out WSU. The big guy inside that blocks all those shots, he changes the game from a defensive perspective. They're a lot better defensively with him on the court. They're not better offensively, but they're a whole lot better defensively. And so, I think those are the two big additions to their team, is their improved inside play, or their improved having a low post presence has really helped this WSU team, as well as the Collison kid that transferred from San Bernardino is a good player, as well as Suggs. They're both good players. So, but I think the big change I see this year in the WSU team is their inside guys.
What adjustments do you want to make with these new additions to the WSU team? What's the move that you
I don't know if we're going to make any adjustments. I mean, we got back yesterday at 1 o'clock. We haven't even practiced on WSU yet. Our guys haven't been watching any film, and we don't have a lot of time to make many adjustments. So probably none. We just came off playing a really big team, USC. We probably won't make many adjustments.
Did you feel maybe the magnitude of the stage when we got to you guys in that final 10 minutes there against USC?
No, not really. They wore us down a little bit, but not much. I thought we missed watching the tape. I thought we missed a lot of wide open shots. I thought we executed. I thought we played pretty well. I thought we played pretty hard. You got to give them credit. They made a bunch of threes in the second half. A couple of them were unguarded, but some of them weren't too. And I don't know if it was I don't think it was the magnitude of the game. I just thought they wore us down a little bit.
How's Arsene? How many minutes do you anticipate he might be able to
He's
go?
100%, as many as I can. If he's not in foul trouble, he'll be out there a lot.
You mentioned eventually you want Art to be that scoring kind of machine. So far, it's been Vic. How would you assess his kind of his aggressiveness?
Who, Arcs? Or
Vic?
Vic's?
Oh, no, Vic.
Oh, Vic's been good. I thought Vic was really aggressive at USC, and he's been shooting the ball very well. He's been good. Arc's back, feeling good. He got in foul trouble there at USC, got a second one early there in the first half. I didn't get to play him as much as I'd like to, but I like what I've seen from Vic so far, and I'm encouraged by Arc's progress.
Is Chris still looking to find a role where they can be a scorer, facilitator?
Chris knows his role. He's fitting in. He's a really good defender. He's our team leader. He really keeps our guys going. He keeps us together all the time. I like the way Chris Sarbas play, and I think he has a huge value to our team because he's the guy who kind of keeps this whole thing together.
What are you seeing out of Nick Blair? Not going to redshirt, but still kind of maybe trying to compete for a spot in the rotation?
Yeah, he's still trying to compete. We've had so many games. We haven't had a lot of practice time. I'm really looking forward to next week, even though it's finals week. We'll have a time where we get 3 or 4 practices in a row, and I think that'll really help Nick.
Talk about Nishan's importance, but he has some success in the low post against USC. Think he have that same type of success against the bigs at WSU?
Well, we'll see. He played very well at USC, and Nishan's getting better by the game. I've been really happy with the way he's played, the way he's rebounded it. Obviously a little more girth as far as size with Longris and Connor Clifford. Maybe a little harder for Nishan, but I've been really happy with the way he's played so far this season.
Anything else for Coach?
Oh, thanks. Okay.